Are you just completely done to keep watching all these reviews telling that the new Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize matte cream eyeshadows are a complete fail? Well, perhaps you need to watch this review. But before we get started, if you're new here, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to know all the details about these new matte cream eyeshadows from Charlotte Tilbury, how they work on mature, dry skin, application, everything filmed in natural light, then just keep on watching. This new product from Charlotte Tilbury really took me by surprise because, to be honest with you, in the beauty community, sometimes we get to see sneak peeks here and there. Even like myself, I don't receive any PR from Charlotte Tilbury. Hopefully one day that changes, but anyhow, but sometimes things escape through Instagram and the internet in general. But these products right here, I didn't know about it at all and whatsoever, so it really took me by surprise. But at the same time, I think that, hey, this is something that, yes, it was missing on Charlotte Tilbury's line, because we already know she has her Eyes to Mesmerize with this beautiful finish of kind of like a metallic celestial shade, and they are so easy to use. I do have a ton of them right here, and I actually use them pretty often because they are just so easy to use. Anyhow, friends, I'm talking about the matte Eyes to Mesmerize eyeshadow. Yes, a matte formulation. They come in 5 different shades. Looking at the promo images when I was gonna place my order, the lightest one, it really looked more like an eyeshadow base to me. And I usually do not use much of eyeshadow bases. They are nice to use, but I said, no, it's not gonna, it's gonna go to waste. And same thing with the deepest shade, which was a black one, although I think it will be incredible for, like a smoky eye look, New Year's kind of look. I say New Year's because honestly, it's not that I use a smoky eye look all the time. It's in rare occasions. So anyhow, I pick up 3 of the 5 shades. They are right here. I'm excited to give them a try. They are all made in Italy and they have a shelf life of 6 months. They come with 5 grams of product or 0.17 ounces. That if we go to the Eyes to Mesmerize in the this kind of like metallic celestial kind of finish, these ones come with 0.23 fluid ounces, which is well, not double, but more than this matte formulation. And then with my order, I went ahead and picked up one of the Matte Revolution lipsticks from the Lunar New Year collection from Charlotte Tilbury. This one is in only Muse, so I'm gonna be trying that out too today. Let's go ahead and start trying these products. By the way, the boxes, they are the same kind of boxes as the other Eyes to Mesmerize. On the top, the labels reflect the shades that you're getting, so I got them in the shade Flawless Beige, Smoky Taupe, and Chocolate Veil. Seems like Flawless Beige may be the lightest of the 3 right here. Let me take a look at them. So they come in the same frosted glass pots as the other Eyes to Mesmerize. Let's take a look at the Flawless Beige. Oh, the consistency, wow, looks very different than, do you see that consistency right there? It looks kind of like putty or slime, or it is my idea, and it looks like if it's being dried, like you can tell right here there's a lot of space under, like it looks like dried down, like if there's just a dollop in there. And wow, that's weird right here. Let me show you the consistency right here of the Eyes to Mesmerize in the kind of like satin metallic shade. Do you see right there? This looks creamy. This has kind of like a, looks like it's being dried down. There's kind of like a veil, plasticky. Wow, let me just see if this is across the board the same for each of the products. Okay, let me just go to the Smoky Taupe. Okay, this one looks fuller, but the consistency kind of looks the same. So this one is Smoky Taupe, and then here is Chocolate Veil. This kind of reminds me to like a bit of your Nutella. Yeah, so there you go. But yeah, it has this kind of weird kind of film on top. Okay, let's just give them a swatch. This one right here really looks kind of bad. The Flawless Beige. Oh my gosh, these are hard. Okay, definitely you have to kind of like warm it up with the tip of your finger. So I don't, will this be best applied with your fingers or a brush? You know, let's try with the brush and then we take it from there. It seems like the one Chocolate Veil, at least mine, it felt a lot softer than the other two. Flawless Beige. Oh, wow. There's a tag right here. Drag it. It feels kind of like a sticky. Okay, let's go for Smoky Taupe. Ouch. I'm pulling my skin. What's that? Okay, did I receive faulty products? Okay, I'm building it up so you can see, but I'm dragging my skin basically. Okay, and then I have here Chocolate Veil. It already dry on my finger. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. Let's try this. Okay, as soon as you swatch it, it drags, but then kind of like immediately they dry down, like immediately. You cannot keep them on your fingers, so I'm assuming it's gonna be best to work with them, you know, quickly, one eye at a time. So let's do that. And I got you a little bit closer right here. If you're new here to my channel, welcome to all of you, my friends. I film in natural light, so hopefully this will give you the best representation of each of the products. I will be leaving all the details of where to get the products, the rest of my makeup on the description box below for your convenience. Okay, let's go really quick with Flawless Beige. I'm gonna be using a synthetic brush. This is by Sigma. This is the eye shading brush E55. And I'm gonna take this shade and I'm gonna apply it inner portion and then just diffuse it. And this is as much as I can do with this eyeshadow because then it dries down and you cannot do much with it. Okay, I'm gonna try to build it up just a little and see how it lays. Oh no. No, you can definitely do not build it up that much because it dries down. And if you're wondering, on my 4th floor, so I have more of like mature skin. My eyelids are not as firm as once upon a time, right? So you see, like, I'm going gentle, but you see right there is dragging my skin. Okay, but it doesn't look patchy though. It doesn't look patchy. I'm gonna go with a Smoke Taupe, and I'm gonna be using a BK Beauty 203 brush. This one is from the travel collection. Just gonna put it on the outer V. I don't see a lot of payoff right here. Just gonna grab a little more. Okay, now this one kind of build up a little more, but as you can tell, it was dragging my skin, which, I mean, it's not painful, but okay. And then about diffusing it, no, you cannot diffuse it. You see right there, I tried to diffuse it right here and it starts to getting patchy right there. Okay, let me see if I can build up a little bit more up here. And you see right there, it is sticky too. And you know what I have noticed is that my brush, I mean both of the brushes that I use, the bristles, they kind of like get, like together, like I was saying, the product is kind of sticky and they get together and the product doesn't want to glide on, and therefore you're not gonna be able to really smoke it out though. Yeah, right here, you see that patch right there? I don't wanna keep moving it anymore. Okay, let's go now with Chocolate Veil, and I'm gonna be using a Sigma E30 brush. This one looks just a little bit more creamy. I'm gonna try to line my lash line. know, the bristles, they get like all jammed together. Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna go with my BK Beauty 205 brush. Kind of like an angle brush. I think I'm just gonna deepen out the outer V. See how it goes on top of that other shade. It's not going that bad, but again, it's hard to layer it. Just kind of like stamping it a little. And I'm digging in again and again. I'm gonna go ahead and use this IT Cosmetics brush. This was from a limited edition set. It's called a Mesmerize brush. I'm sure you're gonna be able to find it at IT Cosmetics. This one is just have all the bling. And I'm going with Flawless Beige, and I'm gonna take it on my lower lash line. Let's go back again to Chocolate Veil, and I'm using this REPHR brush. This is P21, and I'm gonna apply it beneath my lower lash line, very close to the lower lash line. See, it doesn't have a lot of pigment in this shade. I apply a little bit of mascara, liner on my waterline. Again, I will be leaving all the details on the description box. And now let's move on to this Lunar New Year Matte Revolution Formula Lipstick. And this one is in the shade Only Muse. And this 2022 Lunar New Year is the year of the tiger, and I honestly wasn't gonna pick it up, but since I was you know, putting an order at Charlotte Tilbury's website, I thought, you know, this shade is a shade that, you know, I kind of like. It's a little bit, what it seems like a little bit peachy, orangey in tone. Also the packaging kind of conquered me. So the lipstick is housed on this little box. There you go. Isn't it this so lovely? It does have the little lips right there. Nice and creamy. A little bit on the terracotta side. Let's just give it a go. Completely done with the look right here, and let's go for my final thoughts. In regards to eyeshadows, I'll have to say they are a little bit tricky to work with because they are so sticky. Looks a little bit dry, and I do not have dry eyelids. I do not have oily eyelids. I notice a little bit of dryness right here. Let me get you closer so you can see. I mean, it doesn't look super dry, but it looks dry. It's not gathering, but I do have a lot of falls on my eyes. So it's just not the perfect blend. There's something wrong in the formula because I don't expect from Charlotte Tilbury. It's a brand that I really like in general most of her products, because she creates products that they are very suiting for those of us that we have a little bit more mature skin, and therefore her products work really beautiful for those who have, you know, like they are in their 20 years old, 30 years old, they look just, you know, wonderful. I will have to say I cannot recommend them either. To me, there is some sort of situation with quality control with the formulation, because as you were able to see, the first eyeshadow that I opened, Flawless Beige, it looked even dry down, and then compared to Chocolate Veil, which it was a little bit more, you know, like creamy to the touch, it didn't give me pigmentation. I was trying to line my upper lash line and I couldn't. It was like, there's no pigment in it. What's going on? So I think there is something going on here with the formulation that is not there, that is not right. I would say if you are curious to try one, maybe try one, but I will not recommend to spend your money on these matte eyeshadows. It really breaks my heart because I really love Charlotte Tilbury and her products, but there are better formulas out there from different brands. I mean, we're talking about Anissa Myrick, Sydney Grace, like even the eyeshadows that they come on Patrick Tam eyeshadow palette. They are just so creamy. They look beautiful. This one right here, the finish is like a finish of a powder eyeshadow, which, I mean, like I said, it's good, but at the same time, because, I mean, if it's a matte eyeshadow, you're not going to want something that is giving you a satin finish. But for, you know, by areas, it looks drying and it's not easy to blend. You have seen it right here. You just have to kind of like tap it in, work it really quickly, and then, you know, like fingers crossed, it will work right there. Yeah, I mean, I guess like if you put something like the Eyes to Mesmerize, the original ones with that metallic, satiny, celestial kind of finish, you know, you can kind of like work it out, but no, I cannot recommend them. Now, something is wrong with these Eyes to Mesmerize in the matte version. I don't know what it is. Hopefully the brand can really put their hands on it and see what happened, because honestly, in a way, it's kind of like unacceptable for such a big brand as Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, I shouldn't say unacceptable because mistakes are mistakes, but quality control is so important before launching a product that this is kind of odd. Honestly, it's odd. But anyhow, going now into the lipstick, the Matte Revolution formula perhaps is not my absolute favorite formulation from Charlotte Tilbury because I prefer the Kissing formula, her satin formula. But for being a matte lipstick, is so comfortable, so full of pigmentation, so nice. It glides on very beautifully. It doesn't gather on the lines of the lips, and this shade is lovely. Like I said, this shade works beautifully. I mean, any time of the year. It's a very, very beautiful orangey tone. It's so pretty. And you know what, I didn't make any comparisons, so let me just go ahead and swatch it again. Let me compare it to Be Perfect. Be the word the word that I'm not supposed to say here, but this has a little bit of peach undertone to it, and as you can tell, this is way lighter. And this Be Perfect shade is on the Kissing formula. And then I have right here Karina's Star. This one is also in the Matte Revolution formula. I'm gonna swatch it above. Karina's Star is more vibrant, so here you go. There's a few comparisons right there. Honestly, I cannot recall of another Charlotte Tilbury that are these kind of like orange in tone, because usually she tends to go a lot more on the pinky kind of side. But anyhow, my friends, I think this makes it for this video. I hope that you found it helpful, informative. Let me know if you try any of these Eyes to Mesmerize eyeshadows. If when you receive your product, it looked like, I was saying, like it looked patty, it looked kind of like dry and plasticky and hard and not moussey at all. Like these ones right here, they are just so creamy. I mean, you can pick up so much product like right away and it doesn't drag, like that, very easy. And you know, I thought, I had the mind that this was gonna go the same way, but here's like, you have to warm it up with your finger. Oh yeah, and you see it drags, and then when you try to you know, like swatch it again, it kind of like becomes patchy. I mean, you have to work it up fast. But anyhow, I would love to know from you if you have tried any of these Eyes to Mesmerize in the matte formulation, if you have tried any of the new lipsticks from Charlotte Tilbury's Lunar New Year collection. I would love to hear from you. And while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends, and until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.